Welcome to episode 2 of our character design challenge with Jacey and Eld. Eld and
Hello.
Jacey? I think that's alphabetical, right? Should it be alphabetical? Does it matter?
Mm, Whatever sounds natural, to be
All
honest.
right. I think being full of myself and being first sounded natural to me, but welcome to episode 2 of our character design challenge with Eld and Jacey. I like that. That feels
Woo.
right. Guys, by the way, Eld is a streamer on Twitch and a character designer. If you want to follow him on twitch.tv/Eldkrind, please do. His streams are super fun. You'll probably see me hanging out in there, and I'll definitely say hi to you in chat. So yeah, come hang out. Anyway, so yeah, today we are going to design a character with the theme poison. All right, so we each gathered some references that kind of represented what we thought for a character that embodies poison. All right, I'm gonna start the timer now.
Okay.
59 minutes. And okay. Oof. All right. This time I feel like I was smarter and I got a pose reference together.
Same.
Because last time I did not do that, and I spent like 45 minutes trying to get a pose. And I was really unhappy.
I could tell just by the sheer panic in your voice.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh my god, there's 10 minutes. And you're like, I've been done for like 10 minutes. But you were nice, though. You kind of went along with it. You'd be like, oh no, panic. And like, but you were fine. I watched your video and I was like, yo, come on, man. You were fine. You were just humoring me, which was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, I'm sympathetic. I'm a very sympathetic person.
Yeah, it was nice. It was funny because I thought you were just panicking with me and like not even a little, not even a little.
No, I'm not a very panicky person.
Oh no, but you're
No.
sympathetic. That's nice.
Yeah.
I don't panic about things that actually matter. I panic
Yeah.
more about like dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know
If I
that
do
makes sense.
panic, I just become very, very quiet.
Oh.
Like I'm trying to work out a plan. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
I would say I'm good in a crisis, but I'm actually like terrible in a crisis. I just seem calm. Is actually what happens. But like fun panicking, like I don't have time left for this. I feel like that's
I have
that's
like
fun to get
the
into.
horrible ability to just shut off my emotions when I'm like stressed out and just focus on the matter, which is like good in like the moment. But then
Oh
when
yeah,
I'm
that can
like
be
done,
really
I'm like
useful.
so exhausted. Like I need to cry,
Yes.
get it all
Yeah.
out.
I feel you. Alright. I'm already like regretting my pose choice, my reference, because I feel like it's very I wasn't intending this, but it's like very feminine and I didn't necessarily want to go with like a feminine design. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. But
Like a comic feminine where like they're in a typical like you know those kind of poses where like they're showing off their body, or is it something different?
kind of, cause I went with like, cause I was like, what's creepy? I want to go creepy for poison because I feel like you want to be like scared of this character a little bit, right? Like, oh, they're poisonous and you want to stay away from them maybe. And so I was like, what's creepy? Silent Hill. And so I went with like the Silent Hill nurse. But then I realized that the pose is very much like it's creepy and it's unnatural, but it's also like, hey, look at this hip hop, like look at my hourglass figure, and I'm like, oh shoot, that was not what I was going for though. But I'm gonna have the same problem because I'm gonna end up tweaking this pose, which I think is fine. It's a starting point. It's a starting point.
I'm going for goofy because everything I do is goofy.
It's goofy. A little. Some things you do are really like serene and pretty and calming though. No, I would
But
say
there's still
everything is goofy.
nothing is very serious, so
Yeah.
I oof. I'm just looking at how I'm supposed to do this arm because I was like, oh, you know what? I'll make her point even though the pose isn't of her pointing. So that now I have to figure out that we have flipped roles with me not being prepared.
Yeah. So we actually stuck to 5 references this time, which was supposed to be the original challenge, right?
Yeah.
I was like 6. It has to be 6. I was like begging you, but I feel prepared this time. Like I feel like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what
you know what you're doing this time.
I don't know what I did, so I came up with conflicting references. I'm feeling like because I was like that'd be cool, and now I'm realizing this doesn't all make sense. I'm like here's some references for something to put on a face, and here's a reference for a weird head that isn't a face. And I'm like, what did I... So this will be weird. I'll figure it out.
I felt like I did that with like the decorations last time. When I was like, oh, you know, let's just add this and this, and it just didn't work out the way I wanted it, but I didn't have time to fix it.
I don't know if it's the time limit. I think the time limit's helpful, though, because otherwise you really could agonize forever. And I think sometimes you work really... Like, for me, I work well under pressure, where it's just like, all right, you know what, I gotta get it done, we're gonna do it.
That's why, like, professional artists do, like, sketchbook, or... What do you call them? Like,
thumbnails, yeah.
Art, you know, where you actually don't put that much effort into it before you know, do something proper.
I've been starting to get into thumbnailing, and I have to say it's made my work improve a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's important for something like this, where it's just like you're just trying to come up with a concept and a character. Because we talked about that last time, that this isn't something that has to be super polished and perfect. It's just about getting ideas, and that's similar to like thumbnailing, I think. But like if you're doing something that like the composition is gonna matter, and you know you need it to have like a lot like to feel like a complete piece, then like that's where thumbnails is like super important. Oh, I definitely feel like I should have got more references. Too late now.
You done goofed up.
I did. I should have got different reference. I don't even know. I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? We're just gonna roll with it.
It's okay. You have an imagination.
That, you know, that's true. I think what I got a reference that like is like sort of it's like a type of fashion thing that I'm like, I don't know that much about. I'm realizing is the only thing about it, and I'm like, cool. Let's see if I can pull that off from memory. Probably not.
That like happens when I stream and like, okay guys, do you have any suggestions? And someone like says, oh, this thing that Eld has never heard about.
Yeah, it's like okay. I'll try, I guess. All right, I already feel like I'm like, oh, an hour? I got this. Because I got a pose this time. It made a big difference. Yeah. Man, what a difference.
I'm like, I'm inspired by an animal. I won't say which animal because I want it to be a surprise. But I'm like trying to incorporate the animal's head shape into the head shape of the character. I'm like struggling so hard.
Yeah.
So I just need to move away from it for a moment.
Alright, yeah, I'm actually stuck already because I'm like, I didn't have plans for the rest of this outfit.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Just make them nude.
Yeah, right? That was, last time I was like pretty on top of the outfit. That was the thing that I was like, alright, cool, I have kind of, I had like 4 different references for the outfit, nothing for the pose, which threw me. And then like, what else? I don't know. And then like something for like makeup. So it was like I feel like I over prepared on the outfit, under prepared in pose. Now I'm like, oh cool, I got a pose, but I'm like, wait, what's
so
this
maybe next time you will have it perfectly.
Hopefully. Although we're recording a bunch of these today, so next time next time to viewers, I will not have it done perfectly.
In like 2 months you will have it.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay. I had an idea that, like, kind of formed sort of as I was drawing it. That's cool. I'm starting to get that, like, you have a lot of those kind of things, right? Where you're drawing and then it's just kind of like, you'll just be like, oh, you know what? I'll just try this thing. I'm not usually like that. I want to, like, plan everything ahead of time, but I just kind of had, like, a spontaneous decision.
Yeah, I did that like with reference photos while we were like, because I was not prepared today.
Me neither.
So we started a call like, oh wait, I need references.
Like, oh, this thing we've been planning for like a week.
Yeah. Whoopsie daisy.
Professionals.
So I just googled a bunch of things, and it took me like 20 minutes at least to get inspired or find a theme that I like. I really struggled with Poison because I just kept thinking about like everything I've already seen.
Yeah,
And
I know what you mean.
that's like the main problem with being an artist is that you don't want to replicate
Yeah,
someone
you want
else's
to do
thing.
something new.
Yeah.
I think that this idea of like taking a bunch of ideas that sort of convey something, and then like sort of remixing them. I think that's a cool way to kind of get your mind going though about like, okay, so
Yeah.
let's take these things that everybody understands and knows, and like let's, you know, let's do something new with it and maybe like turn it on its head or add something that is a little different. I think that's like a cool way to kind of get started on brainstorming. It's just like how can I combine things that already exist into something new? Because like everything's been done, and like obviously like all of our inspiration is going to come from something. So I love this challenge. I really hope that other people are watching and doing it too, and would share theirs in the comments.
Yeah. Tag us.
Or in Discord or wherever or Twitter somewhere. Just show them off.
Instagram somewhere.
Instagram, yeah, just.
We're everywhere.
Yo, we should have a hashtag.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Well, but then we should have like a good name for the show.
I know, it's just like, oh, this character design thing. It's the thing with Eld and Jacey. The show.
We do stuff.
Yeah, we draw stuff. I don't know. Some show. Yeah, it's not a good name. We gotta come up with a good name. Man, we gotta come up with a name and a hashtag. This feels like
the panic hour.
The panic hour. Oh my god, I love that.
Because we're panicking.
We could call it like OC Panic Hour.
Yeah.
It's a little more descriptive. Is it really OCs? I feel like OCs and like character design are like like OC has like a connotation of like it has
fandom.
to do with a fandom, and that's not necessarily what we're doing. Not never, but
yeah. I feel like I don't know.
I know.
That's
I don't know either.
It's really tricky, especially because we're doing. This is so new for us. We haven't really thought that much about it.
Yeah, that's true. I will workshop a name, I'm sure. Maybe it'll come to us. I like the panic hour. I feel like I'd like something a little bit more descriptive. Somewhere between like the very like vanilla character design challenge and like panic hour, like something in between that I think would be cool.
Extreme panic disarray OC challenge. There we go. Perfect.
That's a beautiful hashtag. Super
star emotional star.
Super easy to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, that's gonna be something that's gonna bug me for a while. All right, so
I'm actually really bad at actually coming up with like ideas.
I'm not good at it on the spot. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm sure we'll workshop it.
Yeah.
But like because we're recording a bunch today, that just means like we won't have a name for like 3 months. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
I remember like when I took media and we had exams and they were practical exams, so we actually had to make products. And like we had 3 days on us to like make the whole exam thing. We had like a presentation and everything, like, and the product had to be done by the end of the second day. And I would just like not be able to sleep. I would like wake up with like ideas because I was so stressed out. So I'll just wake up and be like, oh, I need to do this thing with the orange, and like it makes no sense. But Dreamy was like, this is gold. You need to do it. And it always ends with failure. And that is like good to have like learned to like use like thumbnail sketches to find out does it really work or not.
Definitely. Oh man, I like this character. I'm into it.
Mine is cute as hell.
Mine's kind of cute. Cute's a strong word.
In a monster way.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. Cute in like a monster way. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I dig it.
I feel like mine is very basic at the moment. So.
We got like so quiet. We're like, oh, I'm so into my OC right now.
Just so it's like very awkward when like, especially on stream, because you can't edit streams. and like you just have to concentrate. Like I was doing an animation stream
Oh,
the other
that
day.
sounds hard. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
and
that.
I was like talking the whole time, and then suddenly when I was doing the lineup, like, okay, guys, I need to be quiet because I need to concentrate. And like I found a mistake, and then I had to fix it, and I only had
Oh,
like a
that's
few layers that I
frustrating.
could fix it on. Like I
Yeah.
got a comment like, "Why aren't you talking? You need to entertain us." I'm like,
Uh, yeah, no, that
uh,
sometimes it's hard. I
yeah,
actually don't get a lot of work done streaming necessarily because I'm like, I am talking a lot.
yeah." And you have a
And
very active chat.
yeah, so what it's kind of what I started to do is I started to make it really abundant to like or like apparently clear, like very very clear, like hey, I have a deadline, so
Mm.
I'm actually like we're not goofing today, and people are cool about it. People have been like,
Yeah,
oh okay, yeah, sure. They're like it's nice. Like people are actually really receptive to that. So I feel like that's helpful. Uh, so I try to find a balance between like the goofy stuff and the the really like serious stuff and kind of let people know like
yeah.
which one I'm doing today. And
I'm
it's like I
very.
said, it seems
Oh,
like people are cool with it.
I'm very lucky with the fact that I don't really have that much deadlines, so I can just goof off as much as I want.
Yeah, that is nice. That is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know about these colors. I'm trying to figure out a color palette. I never have the color wheel open. I think it's interesting that you always do. I don't even know how to pull that up in Photoshop.
Oh, I should start having like the color wheel as a reference, but I didn't do
Oh wait,
it
you're not doing it,
again.
right?
No, hold on. Did I pick? One, two. Yeah, I did pick 5 pictures. Um, yeah, because I'm going to challenge
That's part of your
myself.
challenge. Yeah, and that's something I never even do.
Yeah. And even though if you might, even like if you're starting off and you have it open and you're like, why am I having it open? What am I looking at? Like it's very
Hmm.
confusing in the beginning of
Yeah, I
like
never attempt to
understanding
have
how you're
it.
supposed to use it.
Yeah, because I have no idea.
Yeah, and it really depends on like what kind of teacher you have and all that kind of stuff. Because I remember when we had like we learned about art in school, we were like introduced to the color wheel, and we learned to mix colors and all that, but we never really learned what it's for, you know?
Yeah.
Like why do we have it? And so it took me a few years.
No, that's a good point. I have no idea if these colors work together. I was just kind of like pulling like extreme colors from my references, and I'm like, I
Hmm.
don't know.
I uh
I don't
I
know
was
if it
very
works.
lucky with my reference photos because I picked everything that is like in the same kind of range.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
they kind of work together, so I can kind of, pull some stuff from there. But there isn't that much complementary happening. So I have to think about that. So I'm just like, I'm trying not to cheat because my desktop background is the color wheel.
Oh
So
wow.
I'm
So
like,
it's
I
super easy
can't.
for you to cheat. I
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I'm
That's
not.
good
I,
job. Way to
I
not cheat.
promise. Yeah.
Probably. Way to
I
probably
I
not cheat.
remember like the last session you were like, that's just cheat.
I know. I
Just
really
having
wanted
more.
to. I was like, I'm gonna have
Let's
like
not
a
tell them.
couple extra ones off screen, a couple extra references.
Wink, wink. But I was like, no, I was very strict about it.
Yeah, you were like, JC, come on, come on.
I always follow the rules.
I like that. I like that about you though. You were like, no, we're what's the point of a challenge if you cheat? And it's like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay.
I believe in you.
Aw, aw, I believe in you, man. That's
Ah,
nice.
thanks, dude.
I like it. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, I just made a decision with the colors.
Yeah, and you like it?
That is really bold.
Ooh.
We'll we'll see. I think I'm into it.
Oh, you know what challenge we should do?
Huh.
We have the same color palette too, you know?
Oh, that's a
So
good
that,
idea.
yeah,
Yes. That's a really good
because
idea.
I feel like I don't really, I have like a very specific color range I go for because
Yeah.
like I find it pleasing, but like I know a lot of people that want like super radiant like out there colors, and I'm like, no, let's just go for some natural, you know.
Right, yeah. We
I
should
don't like pushing myself that way, so
we
I
should
should
do
I should
one where we
change
pick
that.
each other's too. We should do one where we do
Oh
the
yeah,
same, but we should definitely pick each other's color palettes because I think that'd be funny.
yeah,
I like adding like extra challenge aspects to this. I think that's kind of fun.
yeah.
I I also am open too. If anybody has ideas in the comments, let us know.
Oh
Cause,
yes, please. It's actually really hard to find ideas for this.
yeah, it's kind of like it's this thing that's like there's endless possibilities. So you kind of sit there and go, okay, but what's the best thing? What's the thing we should do this time? And then you kind of like, I don't know. There's so many.
It's like it's just it's like that thing where artists have like trouble starting a sketchbook because they're afraid of doing their first drawing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I have that. You don't have that, right?
No, I don't. I don't really freak out about art.
Yeah, I totally have that. I'm starting to get over. You know what I actually started to do? This is so silly.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm coloring right on the background layer. I meant to make a new layer. Cool. We're off to a good start. I mean, it's whatever. I'm just trying to get colors, like ideas. But anyway, what I started to do to just like not be afraid to just like dive into a sketchbook is I actually started to just draw like Sonic on the first page or like something dumb, like just like something that I draw all the time that I've drawn since I was a little kid, and just like because it's just kind of like cool. This sketchbook isn't precious. It starts with Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's like a shitty drawing. The end. Let's move on, you know. And so now it's not precious to me anymore, and I can't sit there and like agonize over it. And that's actually
really
super
good.
helpful.
Yeah, I've heard like artists like just add like a scribble, just like not even a drawing, just like
that's a good idea too. Yeah,
just
you're like, look,
get
I
it
already
out.
defiled it. It's gone. This isn't precious. Because sometimes you do it where you're like, oh, but this sketchbook's so beautiful, and this was like, look at this cover, and I have to make this like have a purpose, and it has to be something really important, and then you're just like, why?
What's the point?
Yeah, like if your sketchbook is like precious, then you're not using it right.
Yeah,
Like, that's what
I mean,
realized.
I feel like it becomes precious when you're done with it because then it's filled with memories.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But like, if you're thinking, oh, this should be a sketchbook that like somebody opens it and is like, this artist is so impressive. Well, no, just get that idea in your head. Just draw.
And there is a sketch, not a masterpiece.
Exactly. But it's really easy to get hung up on that stuff because you're just like.
I went through my a lot of my sketchbooks on stream a few days ago, and it was so amusing seeing like how like a ton of pages were just like a really stupid drawing of a person, and then 2 blank pages with like 2 smudges because I erased it because I didn't like it. You know?
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Because I see like especially like people artists on YouTube where they like show off like their aesthetic sketchbook, but it's not really. It's like finished drawings, you know.
Yeah, and you're just like,
so like
whatever.
Yeah, that's your art portfolio, but where's your sketchbook?
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see the crap.
Yeah, I really like the aesthetic where people like actually glue in like pages from other books into their sketchbooks.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Books, because I don't know. I feel like mine has a tendency to look very uniform and very boring because I don't really color my sketches. So I feel like it will make it pop more and make me be more proud of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so I totally messed up. I put all my colors on the background layer.
Uh-oh.
Oops. But I'm not that worried because my plan was to clean this up anyway, and I just wanted to get some ideas. I'm actually doing pretty good. I have my character drawn. It's like we have like a little less than 40 minutes left, so I have my character drawn, roughed in, real rough, and I have colors down. I have the concept, so now I'm just gonna clean up the drawing. I feel so much better about this. I feel like I figured it out. I learned something.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Who knew?
We're all progressing as humans.
Yeah.
Better every day.
Yeah. In one session, I like. To get that much better actually feels really good.
Yeah. And like we say, we learn from our mistakes.
Yes.
We don't learn by being perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I feel great about this. Alright, so I'm gonna... Man, part of me wants to just pull this over and clip and like line it real quick, but I'm like, no. This just needs to be like good line work. Let me get that thought out of my head. This is not what this is meant to be. But I'll do a little bit more careful than what I did.
Yeah.
For my like sketch phase, and see how far we get.
I'm still doing my draw and erase method.
I was actually really impressed when Kael did the Bayfriend stream, how like he set himself a limit of like an hour, and he had characters that were like lined. He had flat color at the end. I was like, what? I was like, what? How did you work this fast?
I only caught like the end of it, but like he has like that method where you draw like you do like silhouettes of like the body, and then you do like the sketch above it. I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to do that, but I've never actually like been able to, you know, have a product by it. I always like goof up.
I'm gonna be honest. I like didn't pay attention to his process because I just like goofing off in his chat. So I feel like I need to actually like either watch his VODs or like pay attention because he actually is super fast, and I don't know, his line work is super fast, and it's funny because he talks about he doesn't really like line work, he hates it, and I love doing line work, but line work takes me forever, and I'm just like, wait, how is your line work this quick though if you hate it? Like, and I think he was saying it's like just tedious to him to like draw the same thing again basically, and that's what line work kind of is. But I like it because I feel like it's relaxing. It's like, oh, I've already done this. I don't have to problem solve. I don't have to think about it. I'm just doing it again.
Yeah, I'm the same with Kael. Like, I just want it to be as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So like, but I get slightly frustrated watching your stream.
Oh, because I'm slow.
I'm
a
like,
super slow artist.
Why aren't you using your hotkeys? Why are you, I just see like your mouse moving slowly. I'm like, no, you need to move quicker.
Yeah, no, I think for me, I'm so distracted though, because I just want to talk to everybody, and like my brain isn't processing things. My stream is barely an art stream. I got rated yesterday by a really great artist, MissCbear on Twitch, and she's an amazing artist. She does watercolors, and she's very good at drawing animals and painting animals, and she's someone who is just like a really good artist, and it was super nice of her. She rated me, and I was literally in the middle of dabbing. I was having like a dab off with Vixen, and I was like, cool, hey. Hey, so this is an art stream kind of sometimes, but not right now. Hold on, I'm about to dab, and like that was weird, you know. So yeah, it's hard. I feel like I get a lot of art done. It doesn't feel like
in a alternative way.
Yeah, it's just because I do it so much. That's the only reason. I stream a lot, and I do some art off stream. I actually, before I was streaming, I didn't have the discipline to sit down and draw, get distracted, and now I do. It's actually formed the habit.
Yeah.
And then occasionally, because of time zones, you probably can't make it to them, but sometimes I stream at night. I get a lot of drawing done, and it's chill. It's quiet. A lot of the redemptions are turned off. It's very different. It's a very different vibe. Sorry.
Yeah, I also like, I started streaming so I wouldn't be that distracted, because I have like the habit of like, you know, when you're just not feeling in the mood to draw, but you still want to draw something, so you draw one line, and then you go check Instagram, and then you draw another line, and then you do a little bit shading, and so it takes you like 5 hours of something that will take you like 20 minutes. It's like not allowing myself to, you know, goof off on social media. It's just
that's exactly what it is for me, because I used to I'd be like, I'm gonna read all of Wikipedia for some reason, like, you know, I just have these like silly kind of like tangents, or I'd be on Twitter all day, I don't know, watch a bunch of YouTube videos, hey, what's up YouTube, you know, and you just like you find these distractions. At least YouTube videos sometimes I could put on in the background and actually work, but like you know, when you're like reading stuff, you can't draw and really read at the same time. And so I find all these distractions. Twitch helped me a lot to kind of minimize that a little bit, because I'll put on some streams and I'll get some work done. Depending on the stream, some are more distracting than others. I've been accused of that once or twice. Your stream is distracting for me too, because I'll put it on in the morning when I'm like trying to get ready and do stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I just want to talk to Eld though. I just want to talk to. So like I'll have every intention of being like, I'm just gonna get some work done, but then I'm like, oh, the conversation is so good. It's so good.
Whenever I watch your stream, I actually pop out the chat because like everyone, I want to talk to everyone because everyone on your stream is so nice.
Yeah, they are nice.
So I
Your
pop out
stream
to
is so nice too.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty much the same people.
Yeah,
So,
we have some crossover community. Yeah.
yeah, but I pop it out and I have it like at the side of my window where I draw, so I can keep up a chat while I still draw, and that really helps.
Oh, that works. Yeah. So you can kind of like just sort of keep an eye and decide when to chime in.
Yeah. Especially like if someone mentions me, because like if I don't, I'll be like I'll go in and check like to chat like, okay, did someone say my name? What's happening? Am I getting attention? I want attention.
I want
Give
attention.
me attention.
Yeah, I feel that on like a deep level.
Mm.
I think that's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh man, so
I love my character's face. It's so cute.
Yes, really? Okay, cool.
She's so happy.
Oh, mine's not.
Oh.
but I love her anyway. I love her anyway. I like that we both, I guess, designed women.
Well, I'm constantly trying to do more women because I have a bad habit of like mostly drawing men. Just because I'm used to drawing men, so you know.
Yeah, I actually draw more women, so I should probably try to challenge myself a little bit more on that. I think it's just like, I don't know, it's just kind of what I drew a lot, like as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard people say that they drew more of like how they identified as a kid, and that kind of like stuck with them, like in what they draw. But I've also heard a lot of people be like, oh, I draw a lot of women because I'm attracted to women. I'm like,
yeah,
that might be it. That might be why I'm doing it. that sounds right.
That sounds like us.
Yeah. So there's probably like a million factors like why we draw what we draw, but yeah, I want to learn how to get better at drawing like men specifically, but also just like different body types, you know, regardless of like gender and stuff. I
became like decently good at drawing people with like muscles, just because like
cut out a little bit. What'd you say?
Oh,
no,
I became decently good at drawing people with muscles just because I watched a ton of anatomy things. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me just exaggerate them. So now I have to like concentrate on actually like drawing fat and stuff, you know.
I love how you draw muscular characters, and I like that you draw muscular characters of like, you know, of like not just men, but you draw like, you know, muscular characters of other genders. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, why wouldn't I? They're so cute.
They are cute. No, I like muscly characters. It's nice. Yeah. I'm not good at that. I think because like I'm personally not very muscly, and I just, you know what I realized too. So I started drawing like you're saying, like you want to draw more curvy people like I do. I started recently because I used to draw a lot of very thin, petite characters just because that was like the influence that I had, you know, in art growing up. But when I started to realize if I can draw people that fit my body type a little better, I have a reference and I have a frame of mind. Like, you know, I see my own body all the time. So it kind of made me have like a better grasp on anatomy. And then I was able to translate that into other things I draw. But like just there's something to that, to be able to like draw your own body type first.
Yeah.
And kind of go from there.
I actually was really bad. I never used my own body as a reference, except for like hands.
Oh yeah, hands. Every hand that I draw is like this little chubby baby hand because that's how my hands look. Every character, it's like, oh, look at that little hand. Look at that little hand on that tall, slender man. Like, what am I doing?
Let's see.
But that was something I kind of discovered sort of in the past couple of years, and it made a big difference in like sort of my understanding of anatomy. And I used to not want to do it because I didn't want to draw like fat characters because I'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to draw fat people, because I had like hang-ups about myself, and I just, you know, and like I said, all these influences that I had were from you know, a lot of anime, a lot of comic books, and so I just felt like that wasn't good, and that's not what I wanted to draw because, you know, like I had negative connotations with it, and I let go of that, and I feel like my art just leveled up so much, and I felt more comfortable drawing too, you know. Yeah. I felt more comfortable with what I was drawing, and to be able to just like find like, you know, beauty and like high regard for, you know, my own body type and convey that was empowering, you know?
Yeah. It's very interesting because we have grown up in different eras.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're definitely not the same age.
Yeah, that was a tactful way to put it that I'm old. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're my grandma.
Yeah.
But like, so like, I grew up with a lot of like, or I didn't really grow up, but like the past, like, especially on the internet, like body positivity has been like a
Yeah.
big
Oh, yeah,
thing.
definitely.
So I always been like surrounded by it when I started being more active on the internet. So like, it's very natural for me just because at such a young age, I'm like, oh well, okay, I believe anything.
Right. No, that actually makes sense. As for me, it was like I grew up, with a lot of negative messaging about my own body, and it wasn't the internet. I started to, believe it or not, I did grow up with the internet, but it
Wow.
was like AOL in the '90s, and was like my first experience in like middle school, and I started to find like a couple of websites that talked about body positivity, but they were very rare, and it was like this radical thing that I had never been exposed to, and I was just like mesmerized by it, and then it started to kind of get more popular and creep up in more spaces, and slowly become more mainstream, and it was a cool feeling to be able to like see that happen, because it was just something that was just like, it was just so rare. I mean, this was back when like you could literally search a topic on the internet and get like a couple of results. As we're now, that like wouldn't happen, It was just so yeah, it's interesting to see. I actually feel like I speak to a lot of people in your age group,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna be honest, I don't know your exact age, but I have a rough idea.
I feel like I tell you it like every time you stream and you
Really? I
just
don't
forget.
remember. I
I'm
don't
20
know.
years old.
20. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I'm 1 year younger than Rupi.
I kept putting you at like between like 19 and 21, so that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I look very young.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you
I have
look,
a big baby face.
yeah. But like I've been meeting a lot of people in your age group who
Mm.
I just feel are like incredibly intelligent, incredibly informed, incredibly open-minded, and like more so than myself, right? So,
Mm.
like, cause I have opinions that have changed over the past few years, that I was like, wow, I had a shitty opinion about this thing, and
Mm.
and something that like I think my sister is around your age, she's 18, like your age group like doesn't have the same like weird shitty opinions that my age group does, and it's
Mm.
and we're talking about like like a 15-year difference ish. So
Yeah.
I think that's really interesting, and I think it's growing up with the internet and just more exposure to more people, more ideas, and just
Yeah.
absorbing all of those experiences, and meeting people. You're meeting people from all over the world, and
Yeah.
with different experiences in you, and different identities, and everything, and it's meeting people. It makes it real, that like, oh, okay, these things that maybe I didn't understand, well, I understand it now because I have a friend who talks about it, and
Yeah.
that's really powerful.
Oh, I really need to sneeze.
What was that?
I need to sneeze.
Oh.
Oh no, I lost it. Oh no.
Okay, just to give you a warning, we have 22 minutes left.
Oh, I'm like in the mix of still doing the color and still doing the line arts.
Yeah, I'm doing liner, and I think I need to speed it up a little bit, because I'm just like, uh-oh, I gotta
I'm like trying to think of
I gotta
colors.
redo my color, because it's like messy. I mean, it's fine, I guess, if that's where it ends. It's like cleaner lines, messy color. Oh well. At least I'll feel like I got
The
some.
color isn't that important.
Yeah, I think as long as you get the indication of color, that's pretty useful,
Hmm. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm so excited to see your character. I like that we're not even. We talked about it last time, like what we were kind of thinking. This time, not as much.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Did you go a little bit more like organic kind of influences for poison, or like synthetic, like chemical influences?
I think I went a bit organic. Yeah, I would say organic.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I went pretty organic.
Because I feel like the whole like poison bottles and mad scientist has been done so many times.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
So why do it again? Unless I actually have some good input, which I don't.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
No, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like if you don't have something to add to that, like, you know, that idea, then it's kind of like, all right, well, maybe it doesn't need to be done. Oh man, I'm getting nervous. It's like 21 minutes.
I'm not happy with the colors
I
because
think
it's
I'll
like
be fine though.
I did her skin first, and then it looked great, but then I added everything else, and now her skin looks muted, so now I had to redo it.
Uh-oh.
But that's okay.
You work so fast, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm already almost done with it.
Yeah. You'll be like, oh, I'm gonna draw a sidekick character now. Now it's time for... Yeah.
Maybe.
Have you saved? I, like, didn't save until, like, a half hour in. I was like, oops.
I just saved like a few minutes ago.
Okay, cool.
I was trying not to because I don't know. I just felt like it would be slightly distracting to just stop my workflow.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But it's like not as much as if you lost everything.
Oh yeah.
that would stop your workflow more.
And
I actually
also,
think that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say that's my philosophy on like speeding. Like when you drive, like I won't speed because I'm like, well, if I crash or get a ticket, then I'll get there a lot slower. So I might as well go the speed limit. You know, that's kind of my. I'm very like safety in a square and follow the rules and stuff like that.
I'm the son of like a guy that, or my dad works as like not a policeman, but he does like regulation on cars and everything.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, if I mess up, he will know, and that will be embarrassing.
So you gotta drive super careful.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a scaredy cat. Let's face it. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I'm very careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I save often. I would like save every time I like do a good line art.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's become like muscle memory because I always do I always do hotkeys. But right now my left hand is like I'm resting my head against it. I'm like I'm very relaxed right now. I don't need to rush it.
Do you ever just like you're so relaxed and you're like leaning and then you're like I'm just gonna color with a mouse because I don't feel like getting my tablet or moving, and then it's like slower, but you're like I don't even care.
I don't actually do that. Because I still prefer speed.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
And I really don't like I use my tablet for almost everything.
I think for me, I'm just kind of like if it goes slow, as long as I'm doing it, it'll still get done. It's sort of how I think because I used to be like I used to get hung up on like oh I'm so slow, I work so slow. And I just felt like that pressure wasn't doing anything for me. Mm-hmm. And so I like to be able to just kind of look at the end of the month and be like, hey, I drew stuff this month. That's cool. Yeah. Because it's better than the nothing that I was drawing before, you know? And so I try not to be like super hard on myself. But I do want to get faster. I don't know if you noticed, I've been doing like the sketch request days. I used to spend like an hour on everybody's sketch and I'm just like plowing through them now. I'm just like, nah, I know. And I was watching you do sketch requests and I'm like, oh yeah, he's actually doing sketches. Like I've been doing these like over the top like artwork for people, and I'm just like
traditional too.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just like nope. Let's go fast. Gotta go fast. Let's just get like an idea down.
Yeah. Oh yes.
And I think that's. I mean, honestly, I think that helps you be more creative anyway. So worry more about ideas than execution. And execution is nice. Like I like to make artwork that's like, oh, this is going to be a print, and this is something that like is like a finished piece of artwork that I want someone to like stare at for a long time, and like that's when I feel like execution really matters. But if you're just like messing around, you're trying to come up with ideas, you're trying to create a narrative, you're trying to make somebody happy with like just like a fun piece of art, that's when I think it's like, okay, just go fast and have fun with it, and be as productive as possible. And watching your stream really like inspired me to just be like, you know what, it's not all going to be masterpieces. It's going to be fun and fast, and we're just gonna do this.
That makes me very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I rarely spend more than a few days on art piece. So like I will like forget that I have like stuff to do because like I'm so used to getting everything done straight away. So like this week I did a gift for a friend, and I spent multiple days on it. I was amazed at like how slow it was taking because I was like thinking about everything I did.
Yeah, because you wanted it to like be like you wanted it to be something that was finished, like a
Yeah,
finished
and I
piece
wanted
that's
it
going to be like
to
appreciated
represent
for a long
something
time.
too. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was very interesting.
that's
It
so
was very
cool.
fun to do, and I did things I never done before, which was very fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good feeling.
I
That
I
was
haven't.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, no, you talking.
I was just gonna say that's what I really liked about when I did April Art Trade.
Mm.
It was just like I was drawing things for people that like I never subject matters like I didn't necessarily think of, and like
Mm.
it was but it was for somebody, so it wasn't like, oh, I'm just like goofing around. It was like I want this to be special, but also like it's like a huge challenge and like outside of my comfort zone. It was really fun.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna do it again next year because that was super super fun.
that's
Hashtag
why I
April
really
Art
like doing
Trade. See, I got a
requests.
hashtag for that. We need a hashtag for those.
Hashtag everything.
Hashtag everything. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll think of a good name. Maybe it'll be in the title of this video. Maybe.
Who knows? Well, it
Just check the
takes.
title. If it says anything other than I don't know something, then we did it. We did a good job. All right, I think it's time to color this.
Ooh.
Oh, and we have 15 minutes left.
Oh, okay. I'm doing some detail work on an object that she's
Okay.
doing stuff with. Oh, that's so dirty.
Oh wow! I didn't even make my character interact with anything. That sounds smart.
I was like looking for references and I found like the reference that I'm using right now and I got inspired. I was like, oh, this is what I'm going to make my character.
Nice.
Because I was kind of stuck in like, like that like poison ivy mindset, but like, oh,
sure,
sexy.
yeah.
But then
I
like,
didn't
why
want to do
not
that.
goofy?
I kind of ended up with something accidentally. Like it could be. I don't think it's really sexy. It's definitely feminine.
It can be sexy for someone.
You know what? That's true.
Anything can be sexy for anyone.
That's also true.
Oh.
No kink shaming, unless kink shaming is your kink.
No, we accept and everything. we accept you.
Yeah, I accept everything. I don't want to necessarily hear about it, but I totally accept it.
Yeah, there's a big difference between being like, okay, cool, and let's hear everything about it. Woo.
Yeah, no, somebody be into this. I actually feel like this kind of falls into the category of this could be like a monster prom bay friend kind of a character.
I still haven't played that game. I really want to play it.
What was that?
The monster prom thing.
Oh, what about it? You haven't played it, or?
No, I haven't because
It's
I don't have time.
Yeah.
Because I'm streaming but I'm
well,
not
maybe
streaming.
one day if you're gonna do like a random game stream, that's a fun one to stream because like chat likes to hop in with suggestions and ideas and like what to say, and it's fun and it's very raunchy, so it's kind of a fun game to stream because everybody gets kind of like into it. They're like into it. God, when I played I was so bad. I got rejected really hard and I did super embarrassing things. It was something else. Mikey watched and was like, "Geez, babe." I'm like, "I know." I was like, "I know."
I'm actually really bad at dating games. I don't have like the capacity of like repeating the same scenarios over and over again to get like the perfect thing.
Oh yeah, I don't either. I kind of feel like if I fail, I fail.
Yeah. So like I bought Dream Daddy and like I played Joseph and without spoiling anything, you get a very specific ending with him if you do it correctly, and I was like so upset about it. So I've never played it since. So like I'm done with this game. I love the characters, I love everything about it, but I'm done.
I loved seeing all the art from it, but I didn't play it. But like I know when it was like it came out and everybody was like sharing screenshots and people were doing fan art and I was like, oh, this is amazing. But I didn't actually play it.
It's great to have like a dating game about gays for gays and not like
I agree.
So it was really fun to see all the positivity around it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was exciting.
Especially because like I followed a lot of the developers already, so I was like, my faves are making stuff and people are excited. This is amazing.
That is awesome. Yeah, that is really awesome.
That is also a thing with like streaming where like I get excited when my friends that stream get like noticed by people, and like people that get as interested as I am into their art, and like yes, let's
Yeah.
form a cult around them.
Yeah, no, I get excited too. I
Yeah.
love, one of my favorite things is like introducing artists who I think would like get along really well or like each other's work, because I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
Because you never know how stuff like that. I mean, look at us, like we're collaborating right now because like we
Yeah.
met and we vibed and we had good ideas together, and like, so you never know like when artists meet, like what that could really lead to. So it's really exciting to introduce people and
Yeah,
just
it's
kinda see
it's
what
just fun to
happens.
have artist friends.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
And it's like a completely different vibe from when I say I'm like, oh Jacey, I drew you this thing just because I wanted, and then there's like this non-artist who's like, oh hey, do you want to draw this thing for me? You
Yeah,
know?
I know what you mean. I do know what
So
you mean.
it's like nice to have like artist friends who know that feeling, so they don't demand it.
Yeah, they're not gonna do. Yeah, I actually feel like uh, my artist friends would never ask for stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
that is like who I would be. Like that's who I tend to be more like. Hey, I made you something, and it's and then you also know like when someone makes me something, because I'm not used to that. Like I'm used to people asking and not making me things. When they do, I'm like, what? You know, it's like
Yeah.
special because you're just like, you know that they know that feeling, and like you're just not used to, like you're used to being the person who like makes art for people, so it's, yeah, it's just like this amazing thing when people make you art and you're just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. I love surprising my friends with art. I don't really like doing
Telling
requests
them,
for my friends, except for when I actually do tell them
oh
to
like,
give
yeah,
me.
like, oh, we're
But
doing a request
I
on
just like
stream.
being like, hey, I worked on this for like 2 weeks. Here you go.
Yeah, that's exciting. That is super exciting.
Seeing their
Do you ever have anybody
reactions.
that you do that for and they're like cool and they're like not into it and you're like, oh,
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I'll never do art for you ever
Yeah, I
again.
have family members like that and I'm like,
Mm,
cool, never mind, I guess I tried.
yeah.
Oh, so we have like 9 minutes left, just to,
Uh-oh.
I'm not even panicked. I feel like I'm like, I got 9 minutes. I'm good. I'm doing
She's
this.
so
It's
cute.
happening.
I love her.
Oops.
Okay, I'm like
Oh.
trying. I'm restricting myself so hard to not look at the color circle because I can see it's lacking something, and I'm just
Oh
trying my
yeah.
best. Rubbing my hands like no, 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 no.
I just like kind of randomly picked color. I sort of looked at my references for inspiration, but I sort of randomly picked colors, and it's okay. But yeah, it's helpful to have like
I'm
something.
looking at my color picker, and like you know that little line where you pick like the hue or the
Mm-hmm.
color. I'm like looking at that and trying to turn it into a circle.
Ah!
So like what's going on
You're
there?
like, I need this. I need this to be, yeah. Alright, I'm like almost done with this. Oh, there's a couple things I'll have to do, and I want to kind of shade it a little bit because I feel like it adds some depth. But if I don't get to shading, I actually don't care. So it's a pretty clean drawing, considering the amount of time we're spending. What?
I just started combusting, but I think I'm just thinking so hard about like what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this challenge has gotten easier though. Do you feel like that or no?
I feel
You
more
already were
relaxed.
good at it. Yeah, I feel more
Yeah,
relaxed too.
like
I'm way less nervous.
there's always that little nervousness about, especially about being recorded and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like doing something new for the first time, but now I'm just hanging out with a friend,
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
having a blast.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're just chilling, talking, drawing. I
That
think because
was
the
like,
first time went so well, it was like, now I'm
oh
like,
yeah,
ah, we got this. We're good.
we have no traumatizing memories.
What was that?
We have no traumatizing memories.
Yeah, that's true. I almost feel like I almost failed, but the fact that I didn't makes me like, yeah, I got this. I'm okay.
Wow.
I think if I had come closer to like feeling like, cool, I failed, then that'd be different. But
Yeah.
shoot, I could do this a lot more efficiently, so I'm gonna do it a lot more efficiently. Okay. All right, we have like 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes left. Which feels pretty good.
Yeah.
There's definitely like I could spend more time on this, but I'm not super worried. I feel like the concept is there.
Yeah, mine is. I'm just nitpicking at this point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm still like blocking in color, but oh, you sounded excited about something.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
changed some colors.
Nice.
Oh wait, that doesn't. Okay, now I need to change something else.
Yeah, that is how that goes, unfortunately. Alright, I think I can shade her, maybe? This looks different than my original kind of sketch. Maybe it was darker. Yeah, I think so. Alright, I'm just gonna start shading her. I think. Let's do this.
Oh god. I'm like pushing myself to actually add brighter colors instead of like that. The murky colors I usually use.
I went really, really bright.
I feel like as Poison you really should go bright, but I'm like, murky.
Yeah. I mean, murky could work too, though.
Yeah.
Like, I actually
but like, especially in nature, like, poison is like a danger thing.
That's
know?
true.
Like, you show yourself as like, hey, I have poison. Don't mess with me.
That's actually really true.
So that's why I want bright colors. Ugh.
You good?
Yeah, I messed up and I was like, oh, that does not look good.
Alright.
You know, and just get that wrong color on your hands.
Yeah, I do. I don't think I get it as much as I should, though. I bet other people get it when they look at my work more than I get it when I look at my work, but...
I mean, it really depends. Like, I'm not used to actually coloring that much. So I have a hard time, like, picking, like, the perfect color every time. So I have to, like, experiment a lot. Anyways,
yeah, no, that makes
one
sense.
of those things you get good at after a time that I don't have. Let's see. Oh, thank God. I was like, oh, am I doing it on a different layer? Yes, I am. I've learned from my mistakes.
That fear. I know that fear. Oh shoot, we have like 3 minutes and 45 seconds-ish.
Uh-oh. Like, I'm not even talking, I'm just concentrating.
We're getting all quiet because we're like, gotta go, gotta do it, gotta do the thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a video, we should keep talking.
Oh, we need to be entertaining. Ah.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing we were talking about, like about on your stream. It's like,
Yeah.
You get like so focused.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Like there are streams where I'm just like, I just kind of like sing for an hour while I'm like painting, and I'm just like, you know, not everything's gonna be dab offs and amazing animations, and not my animations. That was a Eld and Kael McDonald joint.
Amazing.
You guys need to collaborate more.
Oh, I really want to.
I don't even care what. Just
do something.
Yeah, for real.
Same. I love his works. I just wanna have him on the show, and so I can like nitpick his brain, and be like, so how do you create characters?
Right. I know. Yeah, I'm actually really curious to hear him talk about that too, because I really like his character design stuff. I guess everybody listening, stay tuned for a guest video with Kael McDonald. And
yeah, we're gonna force him.
Since we talked about him so much.
Yeah, we have to. He has to.
Yeah, I'll link to his Twitch in the description too. Yeah, I feel like he wants to. He's actually excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do some guest artists. I hope we can schedule that and figure that out soon. Yeah. We'll have to talk when we're done figuring all this out, getting these characters done. 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Ooh. Am I done? Do I like what I've done? Oh, you know what? The color change that I did, I don't like it anymore. I'm gonna delete it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, it's too much. I added too much red.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes stuff doesn't work.
Yeah, you just that's why you usually do thumbnail
It's good
sketches.
to try stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I think it's good to try things though, because
exactly.
it helps you know what works and what doesn't and why,
Yeah.
and then you have that for next time. Oh yeah, I wanted to add some highlights here, I think. And then we're like under a minute. We have like 50 seconds left. Yeah, it's like down to the wire.
No, I'm stressing out.
Uh-oh, no. I feel like I should add something like dripping.
You.
You know? I know. Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm gonna just I'll drippy drip.
I'm adding a little blush.
There you go, a little blush.
Blushy, I love blushes.
16 seconds. Oh, I just gotta sign it now. It's
sign, yeah.
12 seconds. 10, 11. That's there we go. 10 seconds.
Stop.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I can't even sign fast. So 3, 2, 1. Sign it. It's done. Done.
Yay.
Stop. Did you finish?
Yeah, mine's finished.
All right, cool.
Okay. I'm nervous now.
You're ready.
I'm excited. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I love her.
Oh my god, I love yours.
I did not expect that. I love.
Oh my god. Could I ask what your references were? This is incredible.
My references was
We both had skulls.
Yeah, yeah. I had a poison frog, a basket. This girl sitting in the basket freaking out.
Oh wow.
And
I love the
crocodile
gloves.
skull. And so yeah, I like tried making her look like a young woman and like wearing like kitchen gloves, like, just having a good time with her fantasy.
I really love it.
I got like so caught up on like the Silent Hill post that you talked about, so I didn't even think about what you were actually going to draw.
Oh really? That's so funny. My references were mushrooms, a poison frog, there was a skull, the Silent Hill pose, and then I also had this like I forget what it's called, but it's like this like kawaii kind of like fashion style where they put like the band-aid on the nose and
oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but and they have like stickers all over everything, and I didn't go over the top with that because it was just a picture of a face, and then I kind of like forgot what that style sort of looked like, but it kind of inspired like, okay, this is gonna be like a cute character and like a cute outfit and something kind of fun, so that's cool. I love what you did though. I love like we have some similar inspiration, like the skull and like the poison marks all over the body, but like you went with like such this like, it's very like earth tones and it's dirty looking and it feels very like, I don't know, like it's just like instantly to me I just think like, wow, this looks very like unclean and like you don't want to touch that. Yeah. And I feel like I went more with like kind of this like poison monster, like bright color warning kind of don't touch it, but it like, I don't know, it's like it's very different, like the color palettes are so different and the personalities of the characters are so different, but we had such similar inspirations. I love that.
I feel like they can almost go to schools together. Yeah,
like,
not really like be related, but maybe be like friends. Oh
yeah, I like that a lot. Maybe they're cousins though. I could see that where there's like, it's like a thing in their family to do the skull thing, but they just like they have different tastes and styles beyond that.
That's so cute.
I like it. I could see them being in the same world. That's so funny that we both went with like skull, because I guess it's such like a skull and crossbones thing, like. Yeah,
because that's like the warning for poison. It's like a skull.
Yeah. I love that we both were like, let's just put a skull on their head. It's funny. I really like yours a lot. I love the energy of that pose, like the face and pointing, and it's just like, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love the hair is just kind of like flowing forward, like with the energy of like of where she's pointing. Like it's great.
Yeah, I really love your face. Just like she looks so poisoned, like she looks sick, but in like a not like deadly way.
Yeah.
I would hug her.
What would we name these characters?
I feel like yours is like cute, like in like a fashion way.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make sense for her to have like a cute, fashiony name, while mine is more like dirty, like you said. You know, like a more traditional name.
Yeah. Yeah, I look at yours and I just keep, I don't know if it's because like the markings on the skin are kind of like they're reddish brownish, but I keep thinking like Scarlet or something like,
Ooh.
or maybe Charlotte, or I don't know, just like a regular name.
I like Charlotte.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like kind of cute. It feels like, I don't know.
I feel like it's a mom that wants the best for her child, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna name you Charlotte so everyone will know you're pretty.
I don't know. And then what would mine be?
I'm so bad with names because I just make them up on the spot and they're never.
I like that about your name. You always have good character names because you just go with it. You just go with what feels right.
That only really works in fantasy.
I feel that's true. I guess. I feel like you're better at it than me. So, I was hoping if I named your character, you'd name mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can name yours. Yeah, because I was just thinking. Okay. Because I want something fashiony because she obviously likes fashion. Charlotte. Okay, since they're related, since we decided they're related, we should go for something that matches, I think.
Okay,
so Charlotte
so
and...
Charlotte and... What about, like, just like an Amelia? It seems like a popular girl name.
Yeah, and it fits Charlotte.
Yeah, so it's Charlotte and Amelia. I like it. How well do you think they get along? Do you think they, like, have different social circles, but they really care about each other?
I see Charlotte as, like, the goofy kid, while Amelia is more like, you know, cares about her reputation.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
So maybe she finds Charlotte a tiny bit like embarrassing whenever they're out with friends.
Embarrassing. But maybe like outside of school, they're really close.
Yeah.
It's just in school, they're just like yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they go to different schools.
Yeah, I feel like I mean.
You know, you have that cousin that's like, I always had that cousin that's like cooler than me. Goes to a different school, and then when everybody from my school saw pictures of my cousin, they want to be my friend because they're like, who's that?
Oh wow.
You know,
I never really had a relationship with my cousins because I lived so far away from them.
Oh. Yeah, I always had that. The weirdest comment I ever got was I have a couple cousins that are they're good looking people. My one cousin, my friends, when they saw him, they all freaked out. And they were like, we want to meet him, blah, 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 right? They saw a picture of him. And then my one friend said to me, and this is the weirdest thing, she said, man, if that was my cousin. And I was like, what? I was like, look, you actually have the opportunity where that is not your cousin, and that is better, I think, than in your mind. Let's think about that for a minute. And then she was like, oh yeah, duh. She was like, well, can you introduce me though? I was like, sure.
Oh God.
Sure. Yeah, I was like, no, dude, that wasn't the right answer. Anyway, I'm gonna edit out half that story, probably. Most of it, all of it. No, this was super fun. I think we did a good job.
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting that we have similar things that inspired us, but the characters are super different. I think that's great. I think I was still kind of in this like fashion mode from drag queens.
I think I like this more than the drag queens because I want to draw them more. I want to draw them together, you know?
Yeah. I definitely see them like interacting. I agree. All right, cool. I think we did a good job. I definitely learned a lot from the first time. I didn't spend as much time wasting time on the pose. So thank you so much, Eld, for doing this with me. This was super fun. I really loved making these with you, making OCs with you. And talking to you and hanging out.
Yeah.
If you guys want to follow Eld on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eldkrind. There's also going to be a bunch of other social media links of yours in the comments. I said that weird because to the audience, it's not yours, it's Eld's. There's going to be a bunch of social media. Well, hold on. Whatever, we're going to leave it in. This is a long recording. All right, cool. You guys get the point. And I'm Jacey Chase. You can follow me on Twitch too. And hopefully here, subscribe. Smash that like button. All right. All right, cool. So thank you so much. Let's end this bitch. I don't know how to end it. I think that was good enough. Bye. Chase your dreams.
Bye-bye.